Welcome back. 9:19 here on your Tuesday. STEM careers, or jobs in science, technology, engineering, and math, are set to need more than 1 million people by 2030. 1 million people in less than 10 years. But census data shows women hold just 27% of those jobs right now. To talk more about the advancement of women in STEM, we're joined by biomedical engineer Mackenzie Tenhauser. Good morning, Mackenzie. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. So first of all, you just received a very special thing. You just got a heart transplant, right?
Yeah, so I'm very fortunate. I'm actually celebrating 11 years post-heart transplant this year.
That's fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderfully. Thank you for asking.
Good, good. So, talk about what inspired you to go into the biomedical engineering field.
So growing up around a lot of clinicians and doctors, I was really just inspired by the environment around me. I've been around doctors since I was about 8 years old, and I was just 17 at the time of my heart transplant. Wow. So that really formed me and shaped me and inspired me to get into biomedical engineering.
That's wonderful. I mean, you really took what could have been a very negative experience for you, being in hospitals and waiting around in doctors' offices, and turned it into a very positive experience. So talk about what you do right now for Abbott.
I now work as a field clinical specialist for the vascular division at Abbott. So I have an amazing job where I have the opportunity to travel around the country to help support our clinical trials for our up-and-coming cardiovascular devices.
That's amazing. So, obviously this is a lot of, like you said, it's biomedical engineering and technology. STEM is very important, not just for women, but in general for our society. Why, though, is getting women and young girls specifically involved in these careers so important?
I think that it's really important to get women involved in STEM because we bring our perspectives as women who are using these devices. So at Abbott, we're really focused on bringing those diverse teams in so that we can include them in the design of future of medical devices.
So if there's a young girl listening right now, or maybe moms who have young girls who are in school and they have the option to take STEM classes, what kind of advice would you give? Because not everybody has the same experience that you have, but maybe they're looking to reach for the stars.
Absolutely. A couple of pieces of advice that I have for young women who might be interested in STEM is that I think it's important to find mentors and ask questions, try to learn about the things around you. I really do think that there's science and mathematics in almost everything we deal with in everyday life. So I encourage women to speak up and ask questions and find mentors to support them through their STEM career journey.
That's fantastic. I know, I wish that there were more classes like that when I was in school. Here I am. But we appreciate your advice, and you're obviously doing very well for yourself. Congratulations on being healthy, 11 years with your heart transplant. So that's fantastic. Keep up the good work. Mackenzie Tenhauser, thanks so much for talking with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
What a delight. What an absolute sweetheart.
Smart cookie.
Smart cookie, too.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right, we are talking about Farm to Forge. Local organization is getting set for a delicious meal that will raise money to help in Hartford.
Yeah, Forge City Works is hosting its annual Farm to Forge dinner Thursday.
This Thursday.
I can't believe it. Ben DeVoe is here joining us. Nice to see you.
It's good to see you again.
It's a pleasure. Yeah. So tell us again about the mission of Forge.
Right,
so
this is important.
Yeah, Forge City Works. We're a nonprofit in Hartford, and we address food access issues for the community, but we also do culinary jobs training programs.
Okay.
So anyone with barriers to employment, we have these job training programs. It's like a 12-week boot camp followed by internships, transitional employment. And we use our businesses, our social enterprises, as opportunities for people to develop their skills and get on a career path.
So this Thursday evening, the food is being prepared by?
Many of our trainees. So our chef's kind of working with all of them, but you'll see our trainees actually working different stations. Tons of great food and some great beverage, and there's still tickets available. So
great.
You definitely want to go to our website, forgecityworks.org, and you can get tickets. And it's this Thursday. It's a great event.
What time is the event?
Starts at 5:30. There's actually a VIP at 4:30.
Yeah,
a little extra champagne and
I wasn't invited.
Consider yourself invited.
Here's your invite.
And what's cool is it's in the former Firebox space. It's going to become Fire by Forge.
Right.
So
we
this
talked
will be
about
like the
that,
last
yeah.
event before we start construction on the new restaurant.
That's
That is
fantastic.
I can't imagine how much construction you would need. It was such a beautiful place.
Not a lot. We're just
Okay.
going to do a little bit on the interior to kind of update it, and the kitchen needs a little bit of work. But yeah, there's not a ton.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
And now I'm sorry, but I've been eating all of the ingredients.
Yeah,
So I'm totally picking.
we were talking to Mackenzie, and I can see Scott out of the corner of my eye eating what? Corn and wasabi peas.
Corn, wasabi
Yeah.
peas, shrimp. I've had a little shrimp.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's been
good.
kind of going to town. So we're making a poke bowl today.
A
Okay,
poke bowl.
Yep.
Poke.
So poke is a Hawaiian dish, and our
you
new
got
restaurant is going to be Pan American inspired, so kind of
Wonderful.
all the Americas.
Okay.
And so we'll see something like this on our menu, and we'll be serving a poke appetizer station at Farm to Forge this
on
Thursday.
Great. So you got
So
some
this is
white rice there.
Just plain white rice.
Yeah, plain white rice. You could also, by the way, do greens if you're low carbing it.
Okay.
Feel free to do greens or something like that.
Turn
And
it
then we've
into
got
a
some
salad.
shrimp. On Thursday, we'll be doing it with tuna.
Oh,
Any
nice.
fresh fish, juicy grade. Shrimp is actually cooked.
Okay.
Which is why for like family meals. So I think you can make this at home. A lot of people
Yeah.
go out for their poke bowls, but I think you can totally make it at home.
Oh, nice. That's a great idea.
Poke
And so-
bowls are in now.
They're
aren't they?
totally
Very,
in.
very
Honestly,
trendy.
anything you
Very
put in a
trendy.
bowl
Very
are totally
trendy.
in. Right? You put it in a
And-
bowl and people are excited about
Yeah,
it.
acai bowls and
Yeah.
smoothie bowls.
So- Cereal bowls.
Just a little
Yeah,
bit of
that's your
marinade on this to give some
daily.
flavor.
Okay, what's the marinade?
And so it's soy, lime, and a little bit of brown sugar. You can also, if you want to cheat, this is one of my favorite cheater products. You can get at the grocery stores. It's like a Japanese barbecue sauce, bakkan sauce.
I never heard of that.
And so it's delicious, but obviously at the restaurant we make our own from scratch.
Of course.
Wow, and it's actually called Japanese barbecue sauce.
It is called that, yes.
That's pretty good.
And then what's cool about poke bowls is you can garnish it with anything you want.
Okay, so-
Right? And so I've got a lot of stuff from our farmers market, which is also on
Yep.
Thursdays.
And that's something that's very unique to you. You work with a lot of these local growers and farmers to make sure that you're using ingredients that you can find right here in Connecticut.
Absolutely. So we really believe that fresh, local, sustainable, it just creates better food on the plate, but
Yep.
it's also good for the local economy.
Yeah,
It's good
exactly.
really for everybody.
Those radishes are beautiful.
Aren't those gorgeous?
Yeah.
And some fresh bell peppers. And I tell people when you're doing this at home or for a family, you can do this as a platter and kind of entertain with it. You could do it in individual
Well,
bowls.
you've got this already done here. I don't want to skip
Sure.
ahead.
You're
but I
skipping
mean,
steps.
I know, but I mean, it's huge. This is
Sure,
like,
that
this is
could be like for a
huge.
couple people, yeah.
It was like 3. It's totally awesome.
And so this
And
is a
so
fun.
this is cucumber?
Yeah, some fresh local cucumber. We pickle our own jalapenos, so we get those at the farmers market and
Are
we pickle
those
those.
hot?
They've got some kick to them.
With,
I'm gonna
I'll
pass.
try
Yeah.
one.
You gonna try one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like jalapenos.
So we put those on sandwiches a lot, and then these I buy. Obviously, I love these Wasabi Peas. I just think they add some both crunch and some spice.
Is your tongue still in your mouth? Oh my God! I can't believe
I
you
love
ate that.
avocado. Obviously,
They're
these aren't
pickled.
local.
They're not that bad.
Yeah. And then you can garnish it any way you want. So I've got a little furikake, which is like
Oh, what is that?
sesame and a little bit of seaweed mix,
Oh.
right? Just to add, again, a little texture, a little flavor, a little authenticity. And then we also have some toasted sesame seeds.
Oh, you have to have the sesame.
And then I'm going to give it a drizzle,
A drizzle of.
of the barbecue sauce.
Oh, look at that! That's beautiful.
And a lot of people like the sriracha aioli, but some people aren't into mayonnaise, so I'm just going to go with a little bit of straight sriracha.
Thank you.
I know.
Oh, thank you. I
know,
saw
I
the
know.
other one over there with drizzled mayonnaise or
well,
whatever.
this is a sriracha aioli, right? That's what you
Yeah.
said.
Yep. So like a spicy
So
aioli.
it's cut a little bit.
But still,
Yeah.
if you don't love mayonnaise. And so here you go. So that would be your poke bowl. So you would have 2 of those, already. That was
So
really quick.
pretty.
All fresh, all local ingredients. And that's what we do.
Right,
and so we teach
fantastic.
people how to do those kinds of things. We support local farmers. Farm to Forge is going to be so much fun. This is actually the first
Fantastic.
live event we're doing since COVID.
Okay, great.
And so people are really excited about it. So again,
forward to it.
ForgeCityWorks.org.
And
There it
here's all
is.
the details right on your screen. It's this Thursday. Cocktail hour starts at 4:30. General admission to dinner is 5:30, and you can get your tickets right now.
Still.